Good evening, everyone. We will begin the evening service of the Miroku Association headquarters, expressing our gratitude to God and Meishu-sama for the permission and protection granted us while participating today in God's divine plan of constructing a paradise on this earth. Let us pray together the Amatsu-Norito Prayer of Heaven, followed by the Miroku Prayer. Please stand. Taka amahara ni kamsumarimasu. Kamurogi kamurami no mikoto mochite. Sumemi oya kamu izanagi no mikoto. Tsukushi no gimuka no tachi hana no. Odono agagi halani misogi harai tamo utoki ni narimaseru. Araido no kami tachi moro moro no magakoto tsumi kegareo. Arai tamae kiyome tamae toma osukoto no yoshio. Amatsu kami kunitsu kami yao yorozu no kami tachi tomoni. Ame no fuji koma no mimi furi tatete kikoshin meseto. Kashiko mi mumaosu. Miroku o mikami, mamori tamae, saki hae tamae. Miroku o mikami, mamori tamae, saki hae tamae. Oshie mi oyanushi no kami, mamori tamae, saki hae tamae. Oshie mi oyanushi no kami, mamori tamae, saki hae tamae. Kom nagara tamachi hae mase. Kom nagara tamachi hae mase. Great God of light, creator and giver of all life, in accordance with your divine will, the long age of night draws to an end. Your radiant divine light, shining ever more brilliantly, awakens the dawn of the glorious age of light, a time long awaited by all humanity. We thank you for guiding us to your divine plan and for the privilege of channeling and receiving Johrei. May our spirits and bodies be illuminated and purified as we live your truths given to us by Meishu-sama. Make us pure and effective instruments of your divine light, so that we may serve you and all those with whom we come in contact. May paradise on earth be realized with health, peace, and prosperity, a reality in our lives. Great God of light, bless and protect us. Radiate our souls with your divine light, so that we may truly become instruments of your great plan. Please be seated. We will now receive group Johrei. May God and Meishu-sama bless you. Johrei is now concluded. We will now listen to a reading from Meishu-sama's teachings. Good and evil. People overly concerned with winning favor and gaining approval in the eyes of others are straying from a God centered life. Good deeds, clearly visible to everyone, cannot be compared spiritually to those done secretly without fanfare. They are heaven's true treasures. Even if wrong deeds can be hidden from the eyes of others, there is no way to hide them from oneself. A good deed is something done to help others or for the good of society. An excellent way to accumulate virtue is to transmit divine light to others through Johrei. Hidden virtues are those good deeds done secretly, unknown to others. Most contributions made to charities are usually well publicized, and as a result, the reward one receives is in the form of fame or reputation. It is part of human nature to desire that. But when you accumulate hidden virtues, you receive your reward from God, which is far more precious. Hidden virtue is much better than known virtue. So, my advice is to accumulate as many hidden virtues as is possible. Then God will reward you many times over. Accumulating a hidden virtue is the most precious thing. It becomes your treasure in heaven. Thank you very much for attending this evening service and praying together for the happiness of others. Pray for our ancestors. Pray for all those who are going through so many kinds of purifications. And pray for world peace. And as we always have been doing, let's hear a faith experience from Carmen Cardozo. She's from Bahia, Brazil. And Carmen has been a Johrei member of our church since 2016, and currently she gives services as a family assistant, in addition to other dedications at her Johrei Center. And because of COVID-19 pandemic, in March of last year, her husband's salary was reduced by 50%. And in order to help with the home income, she had the idea of sewing masks for sale, as well as donating them to elderly people who had no financial resources. So Carmen began to promote her services to acquaintances, and quickly many started looking for her to buy her masks. In April, a young woman went to her house in search for the best masks. Very distressed, she reported that she was terrified because of the pandemic, a situation that was getting worse as she suffered from panic and depression syndromes. Carmen immediately talked about the power of prayer and about Johrei and asked her if she would like to receive it. She accepted, and Carmen began to channel Johrei daily in her house, taking all the necessary care, wearing a mask, and keeping the proper social distance during the channeling. Carmen suggested that for her to watch our daily online services and began to share the teachings of the day so that she could receive Johrei through her eyes. With these practices, she got better every day, began to sleep much better, and currently no longer feels anxiety or panic attacks. She continues to attend our services online and has been telling others about Johrei in our church. During this period, Kami had the opportunity to follow up on their people, on other people with Johrei, who also felt improvements with their purifications. Through serving others, many blessings have come into Kami's family. She was blessed to sell many masks, which helped a lot with her household expenses. She was able to rent a small commercial space which she owns, which had been unoccupied for 6 months. In addition, still in 2020, her husband returned to receiving his salary in full. Not even once, Carmen failed to materialize her monetary offering of gratitude and to carry out our practices of faith in her home. In this way, she was able to overcome this phase of uncertainty caused by the pandemic with security and tranquility. She, Carmen, is very grateful to God and Meishu-sama for the protection received and the permission to dedicate in this wonderful divine work. Her commitment is to continue showing the way of salvation to the greatest number of people, trying to make them useful in the realization of paradise on earth. With this, I'd like to thank you all very much. And this brings to a conclusion our evening service. Thank you everyone for joining us. We wish you a very blessed evening. Thank you.